was in the double R when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a big divisional rivalry down in the AFC South, featuring Deshaun Watson and the Texans against Blake Bortles and the Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Three yards left to grab here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got some space here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. but I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Christian Covington in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Charles, let's step into a conversation about the Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy, playing to their level, and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
Dancing to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense there. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Irvin. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He can run, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Bortles to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. Johnson jostles free. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Miller. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them. Right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flush to his. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Watson now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Christian Covington. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jadeveon Clowney in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, Brown. Let's go.
Bills got to have this one. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing now, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They will indeed snap it to Watson and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now it's Watson. Going up top for Miller. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 44 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Dunn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. I'm coming. Hey, alert 3.
One final try now for Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.